Brosplay!
Welcome back to Doomtick 16. My name's Mitchell and Purple Thing.
I am the purple, I am the thing, I am the gun and I am the thing.
I am the pebble under your bed. Teeth, glowing eyes, and rise for my head. I hope this is someone's first episode. And they're like, what the fuck is wrong
Yeah, and they're
with
just
you
leaving. They're not in a theater, but they're getting up and walking out of the theater right now.
All right, to prove how authentic this show is, I actually intended to give you this pointer before the episode, but now I have to do it now. Just when you're yelling, make sure you do it away from the microphone. A couple times you yelled in, like, I don't know, Dark Souls, and I was like, ah!
Oh,
Normally, I'm the one doing that kind of stuff, so.
Well, I'm so
And,
loud.
like, self-deprecation's okay, but I don't want to deprecate
All up in
on a
people's
friend.
ears.
Yeah, not on a friend.
Don't deprecate on me, man.
Your deprecation is not self this time. Put your hand in his molten core.
Yeah,
that's like
stick your hand in my molten core.
that's like the you know how Cosmo is always like 50 new tips for blah 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 blah. It's like the next one will shock you. Number 50. Stick your hand in his molten core.
That would give you a decent shock. Lose a little bit of fingers
Not
to it.
shock, because the
Heat.
It would give you a decent heat.
Maybe you'd go into shock.
It would be, yeah, exactly.
I figured out yesterday, or I was told yesterday,
Beauty.
apparently wet cement will burn your skin.
What?
Yeah, wet cement is caustic. I never knew that.
It's caustic.
And like a couple of days before that, I was carrying these things that were covered in wet cement.
Oh.
And I just thought about it in hindsight, and I was thinking, that's why you have material safety data sheets. I should have been a good worker. Should have been a good worker and exercised my right to know.
Workplace hazardous materials information sheet.
Oh, you mash them together. It's MSDS, which is material safety data sheet.
MSDS?
Yeah, that's the sheet that actually comes like with every product.
Oh, okay.
And then there's also WHMIS, I think, is Workplace Hazardous Material Information System.
Yeah. So I got everything but sheet.
Yes. Yeah,
Why
I
can't
guess
they be
so.
mashed together? Everything deserves to be mashed together.
Yeah, well,
Heavy metal music and video games.
Most people probably call them
Mashed
WHMIS
together.
sheets. So a WHMIS sheet would just be WHMIS with 2 S's.
Pasta and cheese mashed together. Potatoes and more potatoes mashed together.
Potatoes and garlic mashed
Potatoes
together.
and potatoes.
But
Argent facility
do you do
destroyed
like
together.
Do you do like yams and
I've never had
and regular
yams.
potatoes?
I always heard that yams were the same as another word,
Sweet potato.
and then that's not true.
No, that is true.
But I've heard of both sides, so I don't know who to believe.
I have found that the only time I've ever heard a person talk about a yam, they're talking about what I would conventionally refer to as a sweet potato.
Right.
So, even if they're not exactly the same thing, they're so similar. I guess maybe they're as similar as a crocodile and an alligator. It's like, who gives a shit at the end of the day?
Oh, the person being eaten by it.
Who cares if it's a crocodile or
Yeah.
an alligator?
Because an alligator, alligators will eat, they'll both kind of eat everything, right?
Yeah, does it really matter what jaws you're in if you're in a set of jaws? Doesn't matter. Like, if it's a shark, it's not better.
Like you're rolling around with it and you're like, I wish it was an alligator! Speaking of yelling, I just yelled right in the mic. I'm very distracted. So, we had this great setup with the retro games where, fuck, that's bright. Where we would have a tiny screen off to the left while we're watching the big screen. But with the HDMI, we can't use the big screen. So the big screen is our monitoring screen right now, which means that the monitoring station for our recording is bigger than the screen we're using, and it's right beside us, and it's really hard to not watch right now.
It's actually kind of easy for me because I have to focus on these shitheads
Yeah.
if I want to survive.
But like everything's like slightly delayed behind it, and it's just like a lot of bright lights and colors, and I don't like it.
I can't deal with the colors, man. God damn it.
Total segue. Have you seen War on Everyone?
I just told you I didn't see
I know.
it. You're calling me.
This is a show.
You're using the information I give you against me.
It's
you
a show.
bastard.
It's a show. I have to assume. I'm not just going to be like, so you haven't seen it. Let me tell you about it. I have to be like, have you seen it? And then you say no, and I go, well, this is what it's about.
Right. Sorry.
That's how not rude people work?
Ask me again. Ask me again. Pretend it. Just say it again.
Have you seen War on Everyone?
No.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I haven't.
Yeah, are you sure?
Tell me.
Aren't you a fan of Michael Pena?
Tell me more. Who is
and
Michael
Alex
Pena?
Skarsgård?
I've heard that name.
Alexander Skarsgård? Brother to Bill Skarsgård?
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know who Bill Skarsgård is either.
Okay, so Alex Skarsgård played Eric on True Blood.
Oh yes, that's where I know that name
And
from.
Michael Pena played the funny sidekick friend on Ant-Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The system?
That's an interesting
I'm
combination.
in the system? That guy. So the two together play these like best friend police officers that are super corrupt, like really corrupt. We're talking like every person they meet, they try to get money out of. They're like, hey, anyway, so how much you got in the house?
Jesus.
But they're best friends and they're really like charming. So it's like you kind of like rooting for them, even though they're dirtbags.
They're the bad guys.
They
Yeah.
kind of are. I mean, they're ripping off bad guys, but they're still doing it illegally. But they come up to like this British dude who's like a big boss man, and he's like way bigger of a criminal than they've ever dealt with. So it's like, it's really cool. It's like one of my favorite movies actually.
Crime meets more crime.
Yeah, essentially. It's funny. Like it's like it's not I don't know if it's intended to be funny. It's you don't want to get close to those guys, eh? Until that moment. They're the ones who keep biting your like chest out.
Ooh. Yeah, I think the key is I gotta dodge their things. I just was not prepared for him to bite
everybody's
piece
things,
off
man.
my
That's how it
face.
goes.
Don't bite my face.
Don't bite my thing.
Come on.
But
Come on
yeah,
down here.
War on Everyone. Fantastic. Interesting. Enjoyable.
Okay. Alex Skarsgård and
Alex Skarsgård.
Emilio Estevez.
And
Or what was his
Michael
name?
Pena.
Michael Pena, okay. That was
Which
a
I'm pretty
racist
sure
joke, I'm
is
sure.
penis in Spanish, but
Michael the penis.
Michael the Penis. Oh, I guess he doesn't have a last name. Michael the Penis Pena. This is a pretty ridiculous scene. I'm like, this is like the normal too.
Yeah, hurt me plenty. This is not. This is supposed to be give me a challenge, but let me get through the game. I just feel like I'm out of ammo. I feel like I'm using much
you
more.
gotta use the right stuff in the right time, brother.
So, do you have any suggestions? What should I be using? Am I a Gauss?
I haven't really been paying attention to how this game works, so
I thought you played this game.
not this far.
No.
Kill the little ones with your handgun because it's sustainable. Probably kill those big dudes. I use this what is this, quadruple damage?
Yeah.
Use that like with the biggest weapons, killing the biggest enemy fast. Like rocket launch the first enemy.
Since you have, unfortunately, the first enemy hasn't shown up yet. So.
Oh, then maybe if this doesn't work, don't grab the quad damage until like it gets bigger.
Oh, see, yeah, that nerfed him.
Nerfed him?
Yeah.
That's two funny things, eh? Buff and nerfed. Those are two common video game terms used in every game.
Aren't they only common because of their historical significance, though?
Yeah, but it's just funny that the two are connected because like the opposite of nerf would be more like sharpen.
Yeah,
like,
that's
to
a
nerf
good
something
point.
makes it like soft and squishy.
But to buff something up, actually, to buff something could make it sharper.
Oh, that's
A
right.
little.
No, that's right. Buff it out. Wow, actually, you know what?
But buffing is more for visuals. It's not really the same kind of
A
thing.
whetstone. What is that? Does that buff it?
A whetstone
or
sharpens.
that sharpens. Okay. But then the opposite of buff would be
the opposite of buff would just be to fuck it up, like just scratch it and shit. So I don't really think there's a
you got to buff it
specific
out,
term
like to
for
make
that.
it shiny. I also just watched Semi Pro.
Nice.
Solid movie.
That's the first time you've seen it?
Are you ready to look me sexy?
Okay, this is not the first time you've seen it.
No.
Okay, good.
Are you ready to lick me sexy?
It's such a terrible song.
I'm gonna get an extension cord and hang myself as sexy.
Is that in the song?
No, it's like when he's depressed and he's in a dumpster
Oh.
and he's like, I hate myself as sexy.
I feel like he does a pretty good in the dumpster.
He does.
Like, down
he starts
on
eating
life.
he's eating something and Woody Harrelson says, what is that? It's a pancake. And he's like, don't eat that. I feel like I'm leaving this last bit. He's like, leave it for the next guy.
Up for the next guy. That's so gross. What the hell is protecting his ass?
Woody Harrelson's fantastic.
I love Woody Harrelson. He's in some great films too.
You know what? I think we're gonna see a comeback from Will Ferrell pretty soon.
Comeback?
Yeah, I feel like he's kind of dropped off.
Has he?
Yeah.
He was in that Get Hard movie.
I don't even know what that is.
It was with Kevin Hart.
Was it good?
I didn't hear great things.
Kevin Hart's in too many movies, man.
So then how do you think he's dropped off? Just because you haven't heard anything?
Yeah. Just because I haven't, like, he hasn't made me laugh since, I don't know, Semi-Pro, I guess. 2008.
No, it hasn't. But didn't the other guys came out in, like, 2010?
The Other Guys?
Yeah.
Is that a movie?
You haven't seen the other guys?
No.
Wow, okay, yeah. It's
With
Mark Wahlberg.
With Mark Wahlberg. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry,
Mark
never mind.
Wahlberg.
I found that very funny.
Yeah, I enjoy that one.
Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe he made a comeback and I'm just an asshole.
I think he's just always been doing great. I think he's just always got a movie here and there, like everyone does, right? A movie here and there that's just not as good as the other shit.
Yeah, The Other Guy was just funny, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I had a buddy
It's a
who that
desk
was like
pop.
his favorite Will Ferrell movie.
A desk pop? I'm gonna give you this wooden gun.
Oh my god, the desk pop. I actually forgot about the desk pop.
You know who's in that?
A lot of people.
Wriggles.
Wriggles?
Yeah. I forget his first name. Tom?
Tom Wriggles?
Something Wriggles.
From what?
That's his name. Like that's like his actual
actor
name.
or his actor name?
Yeah, Wriggles. Something
I
Wriggles.
like I say his actor name as if it's a pseudonym, like your stripper name.
In some cases, like Andre from Outcast is in Semi-Pro and he goes by Andre Benjamin.
Interesting.
And Mos Def goes by Mose as an actor.
Not Def Mose.
No.
These guys are really annoying.
It's funny that he was he was partially deaf.
Yeah, I wonder if that was supposed to be a
In,
joke for one of his first
What's the
acting.
movie called?
The Italian Job.
That Italian Job show.
That Italian Job flick.
So tired, dude. And we're watching this screen that is about a quarter of the size of the screen I'm used to. So I feel like we're like at like our grandparents' house watching like an old
tube TV.
tube TV or something.
Even though our grandparents had
They
a
have a-
flat screen long before we ever
I'm pretty
did.
sure they have better TVs than us now.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
But
They like the nature shows.
I imagine this is going to be one of our most tired episodes because I just finished a week of night work.
That's nuts, dude. That's so bad for you.
Oh, it's so bad. And because it's night work and we're working on a road, we have to have a flashing beacon on the top of my car. So you just imagine a yellow light that just flashes on and off 3 times every couple seconds. It gets a little tired after a while.
I should say our grandparents like more than nature shows. And they're more complex than that. They're not caricatures. Let me just say that right. Like there's never been a session where I have not said one thing that I think I probably shouldn't have said. Not a single session.
You should just stop talking.
3
Just let me do the whole thing. So if you're playing the game, great. If you're not, you can just be quiet.
I just intro. I'm just like, welcome back to Brosplay.
Here's Derek.
Here's Derek.
I don't think it would be nearly as interesting. No one wants to hear exclusively what one person has to say. Actually, maybe that's not true. Maybe they do. People like Bill Burr's podcast. People like all kinds of shit.
Oh, sorry. Am I supposed to be talking?
Oh, you took my advice, eh?
I was hoping you were gonna pick up on it, and I'm
Not
like,
really.
this might turn awkward, so I'm just gonna go back to this. I'll just make a joke about how I didn't make a joke. Are you gonna not die this time?
I don't know, man. Oh no! Yeah, if I missed that shot, that was not a good sign. Oh what? No!
Give me your legs.
Wow.
Holy shit.
That was pretty interactive.
Well,
He didn't just stomp on me. He actually put his foot.
Animated.
He put his foot on your hip and then ripped your legs off.
I put my foot on his hip and ripped his legs off.
The foot on the hip song.
Foot on
Such a
his hip.
classic. Duck, 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 duck. Foot on your hip.
You know what? I wonder if I could just get an HDMI. We might. That'd be funny.
Sorry, you're trying to troubleshoot our technical problems
Yeah,
here, and people don't know what our
on the
technical
show,
problems
yeah.
are.
I
Would you
might
like
get,
to explain them to
I
people?
might get a no. I might get an an
Screw you
HDMI.
people.
So what I got was an HDMI or AV, like the composite cables to HDMI, and it didn't work. But what if I got an HDMI to composite, so that it records in HD, but we watch it on the big screen in composite form?
That could work.
So we'd be watching a 1080p game in like 480.
I mean, that would be kind of tough.
Yeah, so the problem is, the reason why we can record HDMI on this monitor is because the monitor has a 3.5mm jack on the back of it. So the audio comes out after going through the whole process. But on the new TV, the only out it has is optical out, because we fucking used that shit in 2017, god damn it.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever used that, man. I don't.
No,
I don't
I've
know
always
if
been
that
like, I'm like, why is that there? And Dad even said, I've never used that. Maybe like, he might have used it once.
And he's been into audio since forever.
Since we were kids, yeah.
Yeah. I remember many nights, the movie is in, we've all got
Yeah.
our snacks ready to go, and he's on his hands and knees trying to find the right audio setting.
Everyone's like, it's fine, let it come out of the TV. And he's like, it's not fine. I have a giant stereo system here.
Yeah, and
it's not fine.
You know, it's the difference between, oh God, it's the difference between, you know, like 3 different modes, you know. Is it going to be surround? Is it going to be stereo? Is it going to be like driving mode? You know, and everyone's
driving mode.
Well, because, you know, they have all those modes, like one's extra bass and whatever.
Dude, you gotta kill those. No, you gotta take out the Hellspawn portals. Like, I don't think anything's gonna stop until you kill those.
They have portals?
Yeah, like the one the one that you like rip the heart out of.
There's other ones?
Yeah.
No, I thought ripping that out was what spawned all the demons.
That's what I mean. Like, book it there and see if there's any more.
No, as soon as I destroyed it, that's when all those demons spawn.
What?
Yeah, because getting there was easy. And then once you destroy it, that's when those weird, like...
All right, well, look
dogs.
for more ammo and shit first.
Okay, how do I...
You're supposed to chase that thing. Like, you're supposed to go and follow it.
Yeah.
So kill some dudes. Some doodles over here.
Oh, that's where I got all that plasma rifle ammo from.
Nice. I feel like there's a simpler solution to this whole thing. Oh, grenades, too. You haven't been using grenades.
Yeah, I actually just started using
Oh,
them.
dude, get your shotgun out. That's how you get ammo back.
What do you
Or
mean?
your chainsaw, sorry.
Oh my god.
Yeah, your square chainsaw.
So right.
But it's more ammo the better the enemy, so...
Okay. So yeah, see how there's no more enemies?
Like, see if there's more ammo.
Yeah, because
And
yeah,
maybe
I was doing the opposite problem. I was beelining it for that when I needed not to be. This is plasma rifle ammo, so
Yeah,
I'll
so
come
this
back
time,
for that.
hit one of, like, the big enemies.
With
Like,
the
once
ghost
it's
rifle.
weak, hit it with the chainsaw, yeah. Give him the chain!
Okay.
That's a Shrek joke. Reference,
Give
not
him
a
the
joke.
chain?
Yeah, it was give him the chair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But that's not a
Chainsaw-
Shrek reference. That's a WWE reference.
yeah, but I would never have made a joke about WWE.
People don't know that. I don't know that.
Dude, after 3, come on, man, there's a lot of episodes. Figure it out.
You need to know this by now.
Okay, I think I've mentioned this example, but like I thought Ross O'Donovan really had an uncle who worked at Nintendo
For a long time.
until I figured out, oh, Ross says shit. That's Ross's thing. He makes people mad. That's his thing. Oh, come on. Ah! This is a silly little spot.
Yeah.
That is not alive.
No.
You're shooting a leg. A gory leg.
Oops. Oh no.
You ever see the Doom movie?
The one with the rock?
Yeah.
No. No, I never.
I don't think it was particularly amazing, but it did have this really cool first-person scene.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of a neat concept.
Oh yeah, that chainsaw was the way to go. I'm so glad I was here. Because otherwise you would have been doing the show without me, right?
Yeah, no.
In my apartment.
In your apartment.
I wake up one night like 2 in the morning and you're just like, woo! Yeah! If it doesn't work, don't do it! Oh shit, he's up.
Hey, bro.
You've been running Brosplay for like the whole time.
Even while you were actually living in the room that's
Yeah.
the recording studio?
And yeah, just like you figured out my work schedule. And even when
Figured out your work schedule.
that's
It's
why
so
Brosplay
elaborate.
hasn't picked up, because you've been like intentionally like dampening the
Yeah, I don't want any advertising.
anti-ads.
Anti-ads. Do not watch this crappy show.
Double jump, double jump.
Woo! Thank God you're here, bro.
Thanks, man. Well, don't thank God. Just thank me. Or you can thank Jim Sterling that I'm here.
Jim Sterling's son. Why would I
Not
think
his son, just Jim Sterling.
Why would I think Jim Sterling?
'Cause that's his thing. He always ends it with "Thank God for me."
Oh,
And thank God for me.
it's actually a pretty good line.
That's how he talks.
So arrogant,
That's how he speaks. Like a Brit.
like a proper Brit.
He's so funny. I love how he he makes fun of himself. It's so funny. He's like, I get it. Like, your jokes about me being fat, it's not new. Like, good job. Like, oh, like, how do you even masturbate? And he's like, it's very funny. A system of levers and mirrors. Pulleys and mirrors, sorry. Pulleys and mirrors.
Creative design.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, when you're going after someone for stuff like that, it just shows the lack of creativity.
Well, it's just too easy, right? Make fun of, like, his content or, something he didn't do when he put something together.
But even so, Jim Sterling kind of puts himself in a position where he seems kind of insulated from, like for the most part, his ideas are his ideas, and if you don't like them, you can kind of go away.
Yeah, well, he
carries a big old dildo in many of his episodes.
A giant purple dildo on a stick, yeah.
So it's not like you can really shame a guy like that.
I recently found the video where he discovered this image he uses. Anytime a company does some, like, unbelievable, like, flabbergasting move, he uses this image of this dude who's, like, his head's, like, leaned back, and he's got these giant wide eyes, and he's kind of cross-eyed. And it's just like the symbol of like, what? And I found the video where he discovered that image, and it is hilarious because he didn't realize what he was about to walk into, like this thing he was going to use a lot. You're out of chainsaw.
Yeah, that's tough.
I love finding origins.
And yeah, it's weird when you go from something that for you is actually a staple, and you find the moment when it became a staple.
Yeah. There's a couple of those with us where I found like the first time we said something. Like, oh, that's neat.
And then we just never stopped.
No. I'm really glad that the commentary jokes died, because that was like, that needed to go. It was not funny.
It needed to die for Brosplay to live.
One must die for the other to live.
We cannot coexist as much as we would love to. That joke was old. We are not old.
Old things.
When we're old, we can start doing that joke again.
Yeah.
Because we'll be as old as the joke.
Hey, maybe people will just think that, like, they just get our content is old to them, and we're just like, commentary.
We'll do like a Dice Clay type thing where everyone knows the jokes ahead of time.
Yeah. What's in the commentary, Mitch?
Yeah, we just set up these really elaborate scenarios, and then we turn the microphone to the audience, and they all just yell, "That's a social commentary." It would be the worst show ever put on TV.
If it doesn't work, don't do it.
People would love that one. That would be sweet. People actually, like, you could get them to do that.
That would be amazing.
It would be weird, though. It would be really weird. Imagine having people scream your words. At some sort of huge venue.
Live is a weird concept.
Yeah.
Doing the show live.
People do live podcasts, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Pretty common, actually.
All right, thank you for joining us.
Next time, whatever this... Yeah, next time that.
Oh, no.